Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video, and you guys know what it's going to be at this stage. It's the day 2 preview of the Aintree Festival. I'm here, it is 5:30 on Thursday, so I've just seen all our results come in for day 1, and it was actually a pretty good day in the end, considering after the first 2 horses I backed 2 favourites and both of them get turned over. You think the day is going to be terrible. We had 3 winners. We had Kemboy, we had Super Sunday, and we had the Glancing Queen, who was a very good winner of the Mayor's Bumper. Obviously disappointing to see Topham get pulled up. It's come out that it looks like he had a fibrillating heart. Surely that's the end of the road for Topham. Like, they've gone to the well many times at this stage. You know, it's time to just salute the machine and retire him while he's still somewhat safe and sound. Anyway, moving on to day 2 though. I'll probably do a review video of the Aintree Festival, so I won't go into what I thought about the races just at this, because I want to make these quick and snappy. And we go on to the first race of the Friday card, which I think is always the toughest race of the whole festival. Every year, I can never make head nor tail of it, to be honest. I've got 3 in here at all the backable prices. One being Esprit de Large, he's now into 7-1. He's been subject to a bit of a gamble for Evan Williams and Adam Wedge, because he's right at the bottom of the handicap, and this is a pretty useful novice hurdler, I reckon. They had him entered in the Grade 1 2-4 race on Saturday as well, so they obviously think fairly highly of him. He's won 2 novices hurdles alongside a 4th behind Mr. Fisher in a Grade 2. This is as I say, this is a handicap. He's off, I think, pretty much bottom weight here, and I can see why the money has come from. I'm just a bit disappointed with some of my selections. Kind of could have really done with the rain not coming, because Canardier is a really good ground horse, but with the rain that's come today, and if it continues on, this horse could well be a non-runner. But if he does run, 9-1, he ran a very nice race in the Coral Cup. Actually, he came there cantering almost, didn't quite see it out. I think perhaps this flatter track might suit him, and I think could go well at 9s. And Project Blue Book at 14-1. You look at its form figures, he's a bit like Bacardi's. You're kind of going, how can he go close in any race? But horses for courses, and he ran pretty well in this race last year. In the top novices hurdle Grade 1, it's another one that really we didn't want the rain coming for, because I think that Aramon should win this race at 4-1. I know he's got probably 6 or 7 lengths to make up with Itchy Feet on Cheltenham form, but I think just better ground makes a better horse. So if it gets properly deep tomorrow, that would temper my enthusiasm. But I think he's still a really good horse. I think he was actually hard done by. You know the way some horses are a bit flattered by their finishing position. I thought he was hard done by to finish 6th in the Supreme. He ran a race that befitted him coming 3rd, I just said. And at a perhaps each way price, how many are in this? Sorry. There's 8 in it, so there's 3 places, which is absolutely ideal. I'd perhaps give a squeak for Rouge Vif at 11-1. He's got some decent enough form with some of the better novices in England. 3 out of 4 since fitted with his hood, and won a Grade 2 last time out. 11-1 seems big to me. The Mile My Novices Chase, I've kind of been searching for reasons to not back top of the game, but I can't find any. So I think 4-5, like, it's not really much of a backable price, to be honest, but I'd be putting him up as the win bet in the race. And I'd have another go on Drover's Lane, 16-1. Again, another horse we don't want that much rain coming for him. I thought he ran a nice enough race in the RSA, was right there turning for home, and kind of just didn't quite go with them. But he doesn't face the same standard of field here. And you've got horses like Lost in Translation, who shape as if he needs 3-1. But do we actually know? Can he get 3-1? I'm not so sure. Tizard's horse is also not in the best nick at the moment. The JLT, the Melling Chase, is a real conundrum for me. The only thing I will know is I'm not going to back Politolog, and I don't like any of the 4 outsiders, even though Woodland Opera is a big favourite of mine. Waiting Patiently and Min is the toss-up, to be honest. Like, you can't back both, surely. They're both far too short to be backing both. I think if you were to put a gun to my head, I'd actually back Waiting Patiently. I was just so disappointed with Min in the Champion Chase. I still think Waiting Patiently is a top-class horse we've yet to have seen the best of, and I'm just really hoping. Now, he's one that does want the rain, and surely to God he can finally show us what he can do tomorrow in the Melling. The Topham Chase 2-5, there's been a bit of money for Call It Magic, and I think that's rightly so at 10-1. Perhaps this might be a little short for him, but the more rain that gets into the ground, the more he likes it. He's a soft ground horse, and also that will play into his stamina. Efficiency, I suppose. He's ran some good races in some big races. He's a pretty good handicapper. He seems to be relatively well in. He's near the bottom of the weights. I was quite keen on Peregrine Run, but I just can't. I might just have a little bit on him just in case, because I hate going away from horses and then they win just because you've gone away. You've kind of talked yourself out of backing them. But he really wants good ground. And I think, you might think I'm an absolute nutter, but I think Sub-Lieutenant at 33-1, if he could recapture any sort of his best form, surely he's still got a good race in him in a handicap. The 3 mile Sefton Novices Hurdle, I can't have Champ. I don't really see him getting 3 miles. Dallas Stay Picked On would have interested me before Cheltenham, but Cheltenham really disconcerted me. He should have won that Martin Pipe Hurdle, and he didn't. And I don't know why he didn't. He didn't seem to really want to go through with it. Therefore, I'd be going on Ematon and Lisnagar Oscar. Ematon looks a really, really smart horse for one. Great tricks. They keep ranting and raving about him. And Lisnagar Oscar ran a decent enough race in the Albert Bartlett. Just perhaps didn't quite see it out up the hill. This sharper track probably should suit. And 6-1 is worth backing in my eyes. And in the open flat race, Grade 2, a lot of money for this McFabulous for Paul Nicholls, but I was really impressed by Santa Rosa at the Dublin Racing Festival. He won, or she won even, really, really well. And I think she'll go close in this. Finney Maguire is a jockey that doesn't get perhaps the respect he should get as an amateur. I think he's top class. 10-3 looks decent for me. And probably my little kind of, he's not really much of an each-way bet, but perhaps a saver or whatever you want to call it would be Dew Cup at 5-1. Ruby Walsh really doesn't take that many rides from anyone else anymore, but he's partnered up on this one for his dad Ted. This horse looked to come on leaps and bounds for his first start when scoring at Thurles. That form is already working out quite well, and I think he should go close. Anyway, that's the end of the Day 2 preview. If you did enjoy the video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel down below. And of course, I want to know what you guys are backing for Day 2. What is your Day 2 banker? Is it top of the game, or will waiting patiently finally deliver on his promise?